What's going on, guys? This is the build that I'll be using for today's video, and I use a +3 attack damage Alio. So yeah, I'm kind of gonna just go over the gameplay as I've went over the build before, so there's no point to do it again. To start off the video, we went to Alio and there was a picnic here. He was trying to be friendly, but it's a hotspot and you never know when someone's a part of a bigger group. And I tried to invite him and he wouldn't join, so yeah. And you can see he used a head slam and it actually lands. Just barely landed on my friend, but it doesn't really matter as two Alios do plenty of damage. And it's honestly a really hard fight for the Picno, so pretty easy for us to win. Also, you see he charges and he misses. He could have tried to juke, but I'm guessing he got stuck in the trees and just couldn't get out. Also, it's quite a long video, so I'm just going to go over some other things that about just the game in general and stuff like that. But yeah. Anyway, we moved on and started fighting the Suko, and we're just trying to tail rig this guy. We know that he can just always escape into the water, so we don't really care for the kill. But yeah. And you can see my friend instantly gets put one hit and a duck comes around. So we get away a little bit. My friend heals up. No, it doesn't really heal up, but they have a raptor now. So but the raptor's a lot easier to kill, especially with Alio. Alios are really good at killing especially Latins because they're slower than Dinos. You just are way faster and all they have is the ability to get on top of a rock, and that's it. And obviously a great turn radius. But the Alio's turn radius isn't that bad either. And with if you're good at cutting off distance with your teammate, then it doesn't matter. And you can see I'm getting plenty of hits on him. Raptors have a weird hitbox, so sometimes it doesn't register right, but either way we got him. And here, this duck and the Suko started fighting this Amarga, and I was just waiting for them to get low to third party, and you can see we got the Suko really easily. Honestly, if I was a Suko, I probably would have ran to the water, but I think he panicked. Now, this duck is also low, and the main thing is just to ride this guy. Even a low duck, you know, is gonna do plenty. You're not gonna face tank one. I'm not really worried about the duck. You can see I'm outmaneuvering this guy easily, and he doesn't have a tail attack to knock me off of the cliff. But then now Marga stomps and puts me pretty much half health, which is really annoying. And my friend goes in and just takes a lot of damage. He just did a really bad job, and you know he keeps getting me stuck as well. But either way, I got the guy, and I go for the Amarga as well, just because you know he was, you know, we're here to third party, so we're here to kill everyone. We're not just gonna kill the two guys and then let him live. But yeah. And after we killed the Suko and the duck, they started typing in chat, and they instantly switched to two Alios, which I don't mind. I love 2v2 and other Alios of, you know, it's a very high skill gap dino, and yeah, so it's really good. And you know, big groups can't really, you know, take advantage of having a big group because you're so fast. So yeah, even though it does help. And I actually ran away to my friend. We popped Tyrant's Roar, and you can see I'm just tail riding this guy, getting a bunch of hits on him, doing lots of damage. And yeah, and you can't outrun another dino the same. You guys are the same speed, so the dino behind it ends up catching up. Main thing here is though, kill one of them and make sure I don't die, because if one of them dies, they lose all of their buffs. All for one, and Tyrant's Roar, they lose all of that. So yeah. And they stop running away, and they run away to their Kilo friends. I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go. You can see them. And you know, I'm really one hit, but I go for it. And he misses his bait, I get mine, and I kill the guy, and I get away. And then my friend kills the other Alio. So yeah. And then the killers just can't catch us, so we just get our health back, and then come back. And then one of the Alios came back, and we just ambushed this guy. and he just starts running away. And this guy's plan is just the exact same as what I did. So he's obviously just gonna run to his friends. And yeah. But I want to just talk about the changes for the Alio on the PTB of you know, he's getting stronger, but he is also getting slower. And here's the problem: nobody plays the Alio because of, you know, how tanky it is. Yeah, it's got great kill potential, but it's not because how, like, yeah, the damage is nice, but obviously it's squishy. But the main thing about it is its speed. Its speed is what makes it stand out from the other two slots and other dinos in the game. So if you take away that speed, then the Alio just doesn't become as good, nowhere as good, which is a big problem. I feel like if they put it down from 1220 to 1150, it's going to completely ruin the Alio. People don't play the Alio because of its an absolute brute. They play because it's got great agility, great speed, and good kill potential and survivability. And if you just take that speed away, then it's just not going to be the same. It's not going to have that survivability. It's not going to have that kill potential. Making it stronger is just going to make it like the other dinosaurs. You may as well just go play a Cerato at that point. Yeah, it's just not gonna work out really well. I like when, I know they're trying to make everything fall in place, but it's good to have dinos like this that just stand out. Yeah. But yeah. Either way, back to the gameplay. I was hidden in this bush here, and this random Dasp invited me, and I was praying that he doesn't snitch me out to these guys, as I was right beside them and they just didn't notice. This is another thing why I run camo, because you can see how good it is. Like, he can't even see me. It's really good. So, you know, I can use it in escape or anything like that, so it's really great. And you can see these guys are here, and I'm just waiting for my friend to get close so I can get a few hits, run away. And that's exactly what I do. It's going to be a little bit difficult to fight these guys, as there's 3 Achilles and an Alio. You're going to see the third one ends up appearing. Not only that, these guys end up bringing out another Alio. So yeah, and these are just the same guys that we've kept on killing. They just keep switching dinos, this, that, bringing more stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of just how it goes because of waystones. And you can see we killed the first Alio, which is amazing. And I just take this fight. I just had to. I mean, I wasn't going to get away. I was just going to get myself killed. And my friend died as well. But we tried to put up a good fight. Either way, we spawned at Tyrant Squads. And a few things went in the home cave, and we could hear a Styrak coming around. So we stopped them from getting in by putting them in combat. And if you're new to the game and you don't know how that works, if you have a combat timer, you can't get into home cave. And then his buddy came out as a pickner. And you can see this guy ends up taking damage. And it's not been a minute, so this guy never went into the home cave. So yeah, honestly should have hit that guy a lot more. Either way, we took care of the Styrak and just get away from the home cave. Don't want to get home cave debuff. Not only that, we seen another person was in that home cave, so we didn't want to have another guy come out on us. And I could also hear something heavy to my left. I'm pretty sure it was an Iguanodon, but I just can't catch up to the Alio, so yeah. Either way, we make some distance, get some stamina back, a little bit of health, and the Specno chases us, which is a bad idea. Yeah. And you can see I'm getting an ambush on him, just to get a few free extra hits on him. Yeah, and you can see he hits me with that big knockback, and it's got a great hit reg on it, and damage. But yeah, either way, he'd back up where he was chasing my friend, and yeah, we just bait and switch, and my friend ends up killing them. We get our health back, and I see a Styrak questing, so get the Tyrant's Roar popped. And the thing is, with Tyrant's Roar ×2 and all for 1, you could face tank a Styrak. Like, Styraks are so weak now compared to what they used to be, so you don't have to worry about that. But I end up falling off of the waterfall. But yeah, and this guy backs himself up against the corner, but my friend is used to fighting the old Styrax, so he just didn't think they could face tank this guy. So what I went up and done it myself, and even with the ram, it's just not gonna be enough. And you can see this guy starts running and trying to kill my teammate instead. But yeah. And another great thing about the Alio is the fact that it's the fastest land carnivore, and the only things that are faster than it is the camp toe and the Stroofy, and then obviously the Dino if it's like using its tail fan and jump, which takes plenty of stamina. So yeah, and then obviously flyers. But that's why mega packs have a hard time dealing with Alios, because none of the dinos can actually catch up to the Alio, so they just can't kill you. You're just constantly around. So yeah, I love Alios for fighting mega packs. The only other thing that, you know, counters an Alio is another Alio, especially if there's more of them. But yeah, either way you can win some crazy fights with Alios even with a disadvantage. Either way, seeing this Akelo, he just spawned in. We're gonna try and get up, but there was a Rex there, and we thought honestly that Rex maybe spawned in as well. But yeah, I'm gonna put it to the test in a second here. I'm gonna get close to this guy and I'm gonna try and tail ride him, but obviously I don't mind getting hit, as I just thought that he was gonna be on debuff. But you're gonna see here he is definitely not on debuff, because he took pretty much half of my HP. So yeah, and then now obviously the kill gets confident, which is really good. That's what you want, because the Alio is always dangerous, just because of its high damage and really good speed, so getting away from it is really hard. So you know, when things try and run onto a rock and stuff, you've got way less time to get there. And you can see that Rex somehow hit me, didn't make any sense. But yeah, and you can see this guy fails the jump, and my friend ends up killing them. So yeah, and I try and invite this Raptor to the team, and he just pounces onto me, which is such a bad idea because I've got the skills for it to make him take a bunch of stamina drain. So yeah, and he tries to run away, but only way he's getting away is if he gets on top of that rock, and he doesn't even make it there. But yeah. Anyway, here, me and my friends start fighting these two Tyrannotitans. We're not really trying to kill them honestly, because the chances of that happening is just really hard, because Tyrannotitan is super tanky, really fast, has juke, good stamina, good damage, I mean, good turn radius, like, it doesn't really have a weakness. The, what's it called? The Tyrannotitan is a perfect counter to any mid slot in the game, or even low tier. So yeah, but either way, you know, we go for it. Just trying to annoy these guys, not really kill them. Yeah, but this guy, the green one, he starts digging for food, which kind of made me think that he was starving to death, and it would make sense, because the Tyrannotitan's food is super, it drains really fast, which is good, as it should. Considering it's a really good hunter and a big dino with great agility. And you can see he kills his own friend. I don't know if he thought maybe that's like gonna stop us from getting the kill. I mean, it's still a kill. But yeah, didn't really make sense. Yeah. Either way, you can see now it's really easy, because this guy here, he doesn't have juke, or he's just not using it. We're not sure. That's why you'll see me cautious around it. I don't want to just get a heavy bit juke and then heavy bit by a Tyrannotitan, as it just instantly puts you one hit. And you can see we just keep bait and switching. And the thing is, with any Apex, whenever you decide the fight is over, you just put yourself up against water. So yeah, and that's kind of what he does. And yeah, and now obviously a bunch of his friends end up coming around, so not really much of a fight when they bring a bunch of small stuff too. So So we just left that fight. We switched server and there was Apache here. And he put himself up on the rock, which is honestly his best chance. Obviously besides cliff baiting, but yeah. And honestly, he probably wouldn't have made it to a cliff in time because of how fast the Alio is, which is really good. That's why I like the Alio, because of how fast it is. And yeah. And I'm not really sure what this guy was trying to do. I thought, yeah, it just didn't make sense. I would have tried to get up on this rock, which he does, but he misses. So yeah. And put up a decent fight. He just, did a lot of dodging. And I'm not sure if this is the same one, but it was another Apache, same colour. But yeah, I mean it's SSL. Yo, Apaches are very common dino. So yeah. Now since there's a lot of Apache stuff, I kind of want to talk about the knockback. It's getting really annoying. I don't like that everything in the game pretty much has knockback. Bosbodia kick has got knockback. Lambio rodeo kick has got knockback. All tail hits have knockback, which kind of makes sense. Alright, fair enough. The kick on Apache is knockback. The charge has got knockback. The batter has knockback on Apache. Picno's got multiple attacks with knockback. And then Hatsy's got knockback with its wings. And the reason it's annoying is because people just cliffbait, and it doesn't take any skill to cliffbait. But like realistically, you just wait for someone to come to the cliff, and then you just knock them off, which isn't very hard at all. But the problem is everyone's doing it now, and that's all they're doing, which kind of takes the fun away from PvP. Some people enjoy it. I personally don't, because I think it takes no skill. More examples of dinos with knockback. Suko and Duck both have it, and you'll just see it all the time. They'll just cliffbait. And no matter how many people you have, it doesn't matter, because if you get knocked off a cliff, you're dead, unless you're a very small dino. Another thing about knockback is the Apache knockback is crazy. It can kick you up into the air and make you take full damage on flat ground. Same as the Picno, I've had it happen where it literally lifted me up into the air and made me take full damage. So it's really annoying. Honestly, there's been quite a few bugs as well with the game, where I've spawned in Waystones and I've just perished. Like, it happened to me when I was trying to record for the Albert, and I just died like 3 times in a row, and I was like, alright, I'm not playing this right now. Happened on Gondola, doesn't really happen on Pandora. But yeah. And here I heard these guys fighting, I just come fuck by them. They're both pretty low, and then the Styric is just really weak now. Unless you get hit by the ram, that's really the only thing that does really any damage. So yeah, you can see I kill both of these guys. I've got full bleed, but I just get away from this guy because Iguanodon. Iguanodons don't really have a lot of offense. Either way, moving on, we start hunting this Campto. We actually were chasing them for like 2 minutes. I just don't want to record that part, of just running around this guy. I just thought that was pretty boring. So yeah, and we're just cutting this guy off constantly, and he runs out of stamina. That's what got him killed. Yeah, pretty hard to get away from 3 Alios, especially if you don't just like go in a straight line, and you let his arm cut you off. But yeah. But today they're releasing a new Unreal Engine 5.6 from 5.5, which I'm hoping the game's gonna look better and run better, which will be really nice. That'll be really cool. But yeah. Either way, obviously this is the footage is Unreal 5.5 right now, but when the update comes out, you'll see the newer videos will hopefully have obviously I've got some old footage as well that I'm going to put in, but a lot of it's probably going to be on the new engine. But yeah, and here we just fought this mega pack of Carnies, Herbies, mix pack, whatever, and I start fighting this conch after that exchange, and my friend died, but he wasted on me here. It was really nice. And I take this 1v1 with this conker, and The conch is stronger than the Alio. Maybe not if I've got all for one. But yeah, either way, I mean, conch is still really strong. But this guy just panics and runs away, and that's what gets him killed, because he just had his back turned on me the whole time. And you can see his meg friend starts chasing me, which is exactly what I want. I don't want to stay too close from where I killed the conch, just because I'm expecting the mega pack to come right here, and then I'm not going to be able to kill this meg at all. So I'm just trying to lure this guy away from the area, and then obviously when he gets far enough, I turn back and then take my 1v1. Even though I'm missing some health, it doesn't really matter. And I pop my Tyrant's Roar and I turn back, and then now this guy starts running, which is a bad idea, because then it just gives me free hits. You gotta stand your base, especially in a 1v1. So yeah, and then he finally decides to turn back, but it's a little bit too late. I get a bunch of free bites, and I end up killing him. Honestly, if he didn't run that whole time, probably would have put up a way better fight, and maybe even potentially killed me. So yeah, and then we came back to SSL for this Titan, which I'm pretty sure he also was with them, so had to take care of this guy, as if we don't, I mean, even though he's not adult, I mean, he's pretty big, he's probably like sub-adult here, and he can just do lots of damage. So just don't want to have this guy around. Want to take care of him as fast as possible before those guys return. Not sure where the patchy went, but yeah, just kind of disappeared. But either way, this guy also doesn't have juke, probably because just needs to unlock it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this free kill does not on this guy. I don't know, he should have played a little bit more aggressive or backed himself up near water. But yeah. Anyway, in this clip, switched server, and we met another Alio, which is pretty nice. And right here, my controller turned off, and this guy gets a free hit. So yeah, that was really annoying, but it is what it is. Instead I pop Tyrant's Roar, which my teammate doesn't, which is pretty annoying, because I'm just missing out on another 10% of damage. You can see they've also got a duck here. So yeah, and they've got 3 patches, which it's a definitely winnable fight for 2 Alios, but not if the other person doesn't pop the Tyrant's Roar. You can see this guy sits down and I get a hit for hit. Yeah. And I'm already pretty low and my friend isn't really fighting, so I imagine he just wants more distance from the apex, so I do that. And yeah, he wants to run away, but that's not what I'm about. No, I get back in there. Obviously the duck's trying to stop me, but it's going to be pretty hard for the duck to do anything against an Alio because of the lack of speed. So yeah, and you're going to see 2 patches come out of this bush right here. So yeah, wasn't expecting that, but they didn't hit me, so which was really good. At this point I was really low, and one of my friends was getting close on his Alio, so I start running towards him, and you know, we kind of switch it. Obviously I'd still stick around just in case. Even with low health you could be pretty useful. So yeah, especially with the Alio that has great speed, it kind of allows you to stay in fights and be there at all times without worrying about dying. But yeah, and then you're squishy obviously, so when you make a mistake they can what's it called, punish you for it. But yeah, that's why I love the Alio. Great dino, and its speed is what makes it stand out, and they're obviously trying to change that, which I really don't like. Either way, you can see I cut this guy off and we killed all of them. My friends went to go deliver a trophy, and I was on trophy cooldown, so I just stayed here. And another patchy showed up, and I take the one. This guy's doing a lot of running, which gives me the edge easily, and he misses the batter, so that's really good. And yeah. And once again, this guy's running, just running and turning. Keep in mind, when you turn, when you walk and turn, you have a tighter turn radius than if you sprint and run, because then when you sprint and run, your turn radius is a lot more wide. Either way, we jumped this Alio, as we're not sure if he's part of a bigger group. Also, we're just maxed out on slots. I mean, we're not, but we can't fit this guy in either way. So yeah, we just decide to kill him instead. He puts himself up against a cliff, but it's not a very high one. So yeah, and this guy's just getting absolutely mauled, and there's not really much you can do about it. But yeah, and then here there was 3 Rexes fighting a duck. And honestly, it's not really a fight that we can win, but I was trying to be annoying to these guys. You know, I wasn't expecting to kill anyone. Just be pesky. And you have to watch out for the bone snap, because if you get bone snapped as an Alio, you're absolutely dead. There's no room for you to take much punishment. 2 Rex bites and you're dead if they hit you like right on. So yeah, just gotta be careful. But the reason I wanted to take this is at any point, if these guys use the water, then the duck can kill them, which is really good. So these guys can't use the water to escape. And you can see this guy sits down and I get 2 bites on him right on the head as well. That was really good. But yeah, I mean 3 Rexes with 3 Alios and Dino, and then you can see they also bring a Tyranotitan. That's just your average day on official servers, and I get stuck on this guy and take a bunch of damage, which is now I have to be very careful, because 1 hit's gonna kill me. Especially if it lands on the very tip of the tail, I'll be fine, but if it lands anywhere on the body, I'm dead, 100%. But yeah. And we're just putting on damage. I mean, the Alio's great at healing, so you can just out-heal people, whereas the Rex not so much. And my friend actually ends up dying. But he's an Alio, so he can get back here fast. Either way, we start fighting these guys again. You know, just doing some chipping at them, not really, you know, just being annoying. Honestly, we're thinking about just moving to LBM, and here it wouldn't let me sprint, so I end up getting stuck. Also, it doesn't make sense how a Tyranotitan's hitting me. I mean, that's literally a full Apex catching the fastest land carnivore in the game. Really annoying. It is what it is. And my friend accidentally jumps on me and bites me. So yeah. Either way, you can see these guys put themselves up against the water. And the ducks, I'm not sure where they are, but end up appearing. And there's just a mega fight here. And I'm pretty sure one of the Rexes died already. This one got low. And then those Rexes had ducks come over as well, which was yeah, you can see they're fighting in there. And I'm thinking about just sending it here and killing this guy, but I see this duck coming. I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna kill him, but nope, that was his friend. So yeah, I just send it here and I actually kill this guy, and I actually fall in the water as well, which is really unfortunate, but I get really lucky that this guy misses and the claw attack is a bad hit reg on it. So yeah. And I knew that all the other stuff was in a fight. I knew the Tyranotitan was low, and they ran away to heal somewhere. And I just kind of expected them to be in this area, as there would be no reason for them to go to the center of SLL, and then the other way is going right into the enemies. So this is where I thought he would go. And you can see I run right past him. He makes some noise, and I find him and I kill him. So yeah. And here I can see the ducks eating, and honestly I should have went in straight away. Honestly, so should have the Alios, but yeah, you can see I'm just tail riding this guy and he's super low. You can see they even have a spine, and I just went for it. I just wanted to get a kill. I don't really care if I was gonna die, not a big deal. And just, it's easy to question the Alio, even though this is the one thing I hope that they fix with the Alio, is its pickup speed is so bad. It's actually so annoying. Hopefully they fix it. I'll just change the animation for picking things up on the Alio. But yeah, because it's so slow. Either way, now they're just mixed back of Mega Packers. And I knew that there was a Styrac here somewhere, and he used a bunch of stamina, and you can see there he is. And he tries to ram me. And yeah. And good thing is, these guys are usually bad, and you can see it's me with a ram and he gets me pretty low. So he gets confident and he just starts chasing, and he uses a charge which takes a bunch of stamina, and it just makes him get really far from his teammates, and at this point you can easily kill this guy. My friend should have committed here, but yeah, either way, I go for it. And yeah, this guy tries to run away, but he can't run away from Alio's, and you get the kill and you just run away.